Coach, 6 of 12 free throws in the first half. Wes hits 4 in a row, and all of a sudden you guys can't miss it. Second half, like is free throw shooting contagious with this team?
I think it's contagious with everybody. They weren't making free throws either. And then we make a dumb foul in the corner, give them 3 free throws. They make all 3 free throws, and I don't know if they missed another one. I think they did. They missed one maybe. But no, I think it is. I think it's contagious with anybody.
Coach, your best rebounding effort of the season? I mean, when rebounding by 16, a ton of those were offensive rebounds, got you points.
Issa was terrific. Issa was terrific. Wes had a great spurt for us whenever we were struggling a little bit, and you know, you almost expect it from Derek anymore.
Changing the decision to start Derek today. I know you've been trying to protect him a little bit from fouls. What was the change?
Well, I think he deserved it. No other reason than I thought he deserved it.
Back to Brandon a little bit. Do you think he hit a couple shots early? You think just the confidence level starts to go from there?
He doesn't seem to have a confidence problem shooting the ball. I think it's handling the ball. You know, you throw a guy out there and say, you know, go run the team. It's a pretty good responsibility. And you know, even though he was here last year, he didn't really. I mean, he played against JC and Dax more than anything. So no, I mean JC told me, he said, Nap's going to have a great year for you. He's going to have a great year. And then when he threw it all over the place, I called JC and said, remind me never hire you as an assistant coach.
Now he's back on the short list. Javon, do you know what he's talking about?
By the time he gets done playing, I'll be long retired. Hi, Bob.
Oh, good afternoon. Nice to see you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Have you been working on the 3-2 for a while? What made it you feel like it would be successful today?
Necessity. We've tried to play some other zones, and we didn't play them very well. And I'm not sure we played the 3-2 very well either. The ball screen hurt us, but with Derek on the top, he just, you know, all the guys kept saying is you can't see anything, and that's why yeah, Lon's a great coach. You know, so they started ball screening Derek so they could see to get the ball to open people.
Bob, the shot that Brandon hit with about 1:40 left, OU came out in the zone, and he said that he didn't expect the bigs to come out because he knew he'd be open in the corner. Can you kind of walk us through the execution on that play and how he got it
We just put more people in the area than what they had. They got to guard Issa, and we had Wes, and Wes had just made a couple of shots, so they had to guard Wes. You got a wing guy who had to guard either Wes or Knapp, one of the two. And really, at first, they kind of guarded Knapp a little bit, and then we threw it out and swung it back. And when it swung it back, he went up to guard Wes, and that opened up Knapp.
Was this kind of what you would envision coming into the season, playing, you know, handling boards the way this team did, playing hard on defense?
Well, I thought our strength was our front line, without a question. Our front line was our strength, and I think we're playing harder again. You know, I told them before the game, we can't throw the ball to them. If we limit our turnovers, and if we will all play hard, not 3 of us play hard and 2 guys, you know, kind of go through the motions, but if everybody on the floor will play hard, we can beat just about anybody in this league. I think we can beat anybody in this league if we play hard. And we played, we played awfully hard the Kansas game. We played hard this game. Now we've got to start to play hard every game. I thought we played hard the Texas Tech game, really. But it hasn't been as consistent as what it's been in the past.
Prognosis on Beetle?
I don't know. It's not an ankle sprain. It's a high ankle sprain, and he's had it. He had it last year for a while. He did it before the season started, and then he kind of kept tweaking it. He hasn't been healthy all year. That was his first injury, and then he had the wrist and subluxed his shoulder, and I have absolutely no. I don't think the doctors know, because it's a high ankle sprain and it's really not localized. They can deal with it a little bit better, I'm told, if it's localized. Sounds pretty damn intelligent, doesn't it?
He sounded good.
Would be the plan to keep him back for more treatment?
That's up to him. He wanted to stay back last time and get treated. I think he thought he could play today, but obviously he can't.
Derek started today, but he said that he was surprised when he found out he was starting. Did you hold that from him for any reason, like not to let him think about it or anything, or did you just...
Yeah. Derek doesn't think anyways. You'd be tricking yourself if you tried that. No, I just thought he deserved to start. And really, he's with that group in practice every day anyways. So he practices with Issa and Wes and those guys in practice every day.
Bob, I think I heard in a broadcast, I don't know, sometime last week about scouting reports. You weren't very happy with things, and you gave him a quiz and all that. But Wes said that you kind of tried to memorize everything that he was supposed to know about James, how to guard him, and where he's supposed to go. I don't know, was that a good exhibition of knowing the scouting report there?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they did, yeah, I think so. I haven't felt like we got from our upperclassmen what we expected to get, and I thought today for sure they gave us what we expected. Oh, excuse me. Get that on camera.
We can edit.
Is Wes the guy? If you have a player like James, that no question he's the defender.
We try to put Wes pretty much on their best player. He had call for the Texas Tech game. He's been sick, man. I mean, it's been a rough go. He's been sick. We probably had 3 or 4 guys with the flu, and now after the flu they got a cold. Everybody's got it. But, and I said this on this travel, man, is hard. I mean, we're gonna practice a little bit and go jump on a plane and fly to Lubbock, and then play a 9 o'clock game. And I just don't understand that. I don't understand why we're the ones that play a 9 o'clock game. I understand it's TV, but it's ESPNU. It's not CBS. It's ESPNU, and it's. If they had to do it, they'd understand a little better. And then our guys are going to get back at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and be expected to go to class. It's hard.
Coach, 22 games in, I'm just kind of wondering the reactions that you get now from, your first-year guys, your younger guys in practice on a daily basis, in the sense that, they're being asked probably to do more now. You're counting on them more now with, obviously with Sags and Beetle out. Are they responding better than, what they did early?
Practices this week were enthusiastic. They weren't good, but they were enthusiastic. we still threw it everywhere, but we were we played with a little bit of emotion.
Is that their youth?
Hmm?
Is that their youth coming through?
No, that was the whole team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the freshmen, they understand what they have to do, I think. And really, I mean, I don't know, we either got to play Jermaine and Chase, start Jermaine and Chase, or we start one of those freshmen.
Difference between Napa now and 3 weeks ago?
Confidence, I think. Yeah. Bob, and really in hindsight, looking back at it, the kid tore an ACL. And that's a tough rehab. Then he has a blood clot in his lung. And, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot physically, and I don't know, maybe we expected too much, but I just, it's like I told him, I don't understand what any of that has to do with you throwing the ball to the other team. And when he cleans that up, he's going to be pretty good.
Bob, can't let you go with that. Oh, good.
Go.
Bless you. Ask you about last night. How'd it go? Were you the one spending $125,000 on the musket?
Well, that actually was us doing some other people a favor. Actually, that went to another charity.
Yeah, I understand.
But no, I didn't spend $125 on a musket.
How'd it go overall? Good.
I went out there in the morning, and it was just snow everywhere, and the roads were horrible, and I thought, man, this is going to kill us. And we sold 1,600 tickets. And I bet you if there were 50 people didn't come, we didn't miss them. I mean, it was packed. It was packed, and people were great. They were great with the auction. They were great with the silent auction. Jerry, I mean, let's be honest though, Jerry draws a crowd. I laughed last year. They said, well, you're never going to be able to top this. Because Cal was there and the game day guys were there, and I'm like, yeah, I can. They're like, no, there's no way you'll be able to top this. And I started thinking, and tell you what, Jerry, he draws a crowd. So I asked Jerry if he would come, and I thought it'd be really neat to have as many of his teammates as we could get here. And they were great on stage. They really were. They were great. And they really enjoyed time with each other. So it was really good night. Good night.
Anything else?
I'm guessing everybody gets flu shots. Is it just a matter of you're around each other so much you can't help but pass it back and forth a little bit?
They are in a very confined area. Yeah, I mean, and they're pushing on each other and pulling on each other, and we try like crazy. They got their own towel, but I mean, you know what? If you get smacked in the face and you're bleeding, you grab the nearest towel. If you're really sweating, you want to wipe your face off, you grab the nearest towel. So it hasn't been as bad as it was last year. Last year was brutal, but it hasn't been good. I mean, you combine that with Sags and Beetle, and it's been tough.
Well, fair to say Napper is probably the most important player today, but he had no assist, point guard position, and I don't think you wanted much more out of him today.
Well, I just want him to keep it between the lines and throw it to us. That'd been a hell of a day for him. He didn't force things.
Right.
And and then at the end when I wanted to run some flex stuff for Issa, we let Jermaine have it or we let Wes have it, and they made the pass because they can see over people better. And then when we ran a tight curl at the end where Issa missed a close shot, but Derek tipped it in. Issa drew two people. had Jermaine with the ball because he can see so much better.
Coach, thank you.